Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to this week's edition of SCT Sampler Scrapbooking. So we're still playing with the gorgeous July kit, and by the way, I've received my August, so we'll see. I might actually do the share with you today or tomorrow, or would that be confusing since we haven't quite finished using the July? Tell me what you think down below. I'll record it and then you tell me whether I post it, let's say tomorrow or Thursday, or if I wait until next week when we do the last video related to the July kit. Anyway, so here is the 8.5 by 11, and is this just not so cute? So this is another Baby Diego layout, and this is from his first birthday, so there is going to be naturally tons of layouts recording this day. They are just so fun. He turned one last weekend, so not this past weekend, the one before. So what I decided to do with this, and it's not a new idea of mine, I've used it before, and it's a little bit of a borrowed idea. When my lovely friend Jen, Kay's mom, here on YouTube, had her 1,000 subby party, we all got together and did a hop and scrap lifted her, and I scrap lifted a layout that she had done, which is very similar to this, where basically the focal point of the design, which is all these lovely strips of paper down the left-hand side, is a direct scrap lift from her. So I took all the scraps that I had. So I still have those 3 full sheets of 6x6 that I talked about last week, because I didn't really want to cut into any of those, because I still had quite a few scraps left from the 2 12x12s I did. So I just used those scraps, cut them in strips of either 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, or in a couple of cases 1 inch, laid them down this side in a pleasing pattern and color combination that I liked, that made me happy, and sort of went along with the photo, and wanted to lay all that down. Now, as soon as I had that down, I looked at the rest of the sheet and I thought, oh, this, this is messy. This is Diego. He's got cake. He's got icing. He's wondering. He's having a ball. He just has this little bit of a serious face saying, was I really allowed to do that? Oh my. So the background needed also to be a little bit messy and have a few things all over it. And I know Gwen does like the mixed media. So I got 2 of my shimmers mists out, the vibes in Jenny B Blue and colorings in No Yoking, and I just did a little bit of packaging technique down the side here and got that down. And then I went in with my Paige Evans, the gorgeous Paige Evans stencils, the heart one. I got my Dazzlers in Lemon Drop. Isn't that a gorgeous bright yellow? And did a little bit of stenciling. And this one is still working. So I think what it is when it's still fairly full, it stays fairly spreadable. And it's when it's really down towards the bottom that it tends to dry up quickly. So I did have to get rid of a couple, but now I really need to be using this to make sure I don't have to get rid of it when it dries up. So I did a little bit of stenciling, and I made the stenciling come out beyond the packaging technique, and it got that down on my background. So once I had that down, then I put my strips down, and I loved it, but there was still a little something missing here on the side. You know how I am with my things falling off naked edges of white cardstock. So I went into my stash and I got a piece of, and I think this is Stampin' Up! Cardstock that matched sort of the blue in here. I don't remember the color. I don't know whether it's like a Caribbean color or Bermuda Bay or something like that. And I just cut 1/2 inch or a little bit more, no, 1/2 inch off my white cardstock here, and then of course I just gutted it here, and put that down the side, and then took a little bit of twine out. I first thought of putting ribbon, so I went to get a lovely bright yellow ribbon out of my stash and laid it along here, but I found it too much because it was half an inch, so it looked just a little bit too symmetrical for the rest of this, which is not, and which is a little bit messy. So I went in, got some twine, just put a very, very thin layer of Tombow Mono Multi Glue down the side and put the twine, and I love the way that finishes it. And then it was a question of just doing a little bit of embellishing. Didn't need much. Of course, some layering a little bit behind my photos, these little banners. Hello, cute. I wish it had said cutie, but hello, cute. Are some of the the foam thickers with cardstock on top that came from the kit, as does this little puffy heart. Yum, these are from my Simple Stories foam alphas, and this is from my stash. Then these, of course, puffy stickers, and this lovely foam thicker is also from the kit. So really the only thing from my stash here is the mixed media, these alphas, and then this lovely Spiegel Mom Scraps sequin mix, Touch of the Sun, which was designed by my lovely friend Christy. And I just went into my little nooks and crannies, of course, and I used the darker tealish blue and the paler turquoise. I did get some of the yellow out, but it really just sort of faded into the background and you couldn't really see it all that well, so I decided to go just with the aqua and the tealy blue into my nooks and crannies. And then if Gwen wants to write anything, she could do a little bit of journaling here. And there you have it. So that is this week's 8.5 by 11 layout. So we've had two 12 by 12s and an 8.5 by 11 layout so far with this kit. I will link the other videos either down below or in one of those little cards up here. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction. And I will then start doing a few cards with these 3 full sheets, and we still have quite a bit of embellishment. Of course, the stamp set, which is a non-consumable that I can use. So I will be back next week with either some pocket pages, some cards, not quite sure yet, and you let me know when you would like me to share the gorgeous August kit. See you soon. Thanks for being here. Bye.